I like to try to use as much of the vegetable sort of food as possible in order not to waste, and because a lot of times the part that you throw out may be part of the healthiest part of the fruit or vegetable. And always Google it, always do some research and make sure that what you want to eat is actually edible. Otherwise you may end up with poisonous cyanide, as in the seeds of an apple, which are not good to eat, or part of the rhubarb plant is also poisonous. So definitely look it up and make sure you do your research before using every part. I happen to know that broccoli stalks are edible, and so what I like to do is chop up the stalks. I use a peeler to get rid of some of the edgier, more fibrous edges, and then I am going to cut them up. I cut them thin like this. It's just very like a millimeter or 2 millimeters at most. And then once I get them here, I'll cut them in little slivers. I don't usually cut them this thinly, but you can cut them sort of a centimeter across. This thickness is the rounded kind that I usually cut them up in. Not as thin as that, but about this big, because then it's easier to pick up with a chopstick, and you got a good crunch going. Also mince up some garlic and cut up some carrots for some extra color. Once the carrots are sliced, then you will also put them in with the broccoli, and then of course the minced garlic will get thrown in as well. You're going to take probably half a jalapeno pepper for that much and mince that up. I like my broccoli stalk salad spicy, so I left all of the seeds in. You can also devein and deseed it if you want, but it's faster this way, and since I like the spice anyway, I just quickly mince it up. I like putting the end in too, because I think that looks pretty, and then you throw it all in there, and we'll add some vinegar. Japanese vinegar tastes better, but it is cheaper, and there's no sugar in white vinegar, so I'm going to this time add some white vinegar. You might want to add some water to dilute it, otherwise it is very, very vinegary. But so I'll put about half vinegar, and then I will fill it up the other half with some water, just so that it'll be soaking in there and not too vinegary. Add a little bit of salt. If you're not on keto, you can add some sugar as well. I won't this time because I just came back from being with my brother and sister-in-laws, and they are on keto diet, and so I made some at their house that did not involve sugar, and it was tasty even without sugar, so I think that's nice. You could also add a dash of sesame oil, which oh, that was a little more than a dash. You might want a little less than that, but it'll be a nice flavor. And I'm going to let this marinate for a couple of hours, and we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to just eat a bite now. Ooh, it's very spicy, but good.